Good morning, guys. Or some of the guys I've been playing with are complaining. Good morning, Guardians. I am the Dollar Buster, and welcome back to Zer's Words for this week. Oh look, we've got Thor in the tower. So yes, Zer is in the tower, and he's chilling out, maxing, relaxing over here. So what does he have? Well, I'm glad to say he's actually got a weapon this week. Oh, cable sticking to my feet. So this week, guys, Titans can pick up the Armamentarium. That is actually, considering what stats are like now on chest plates, that's actually a poor one. However, if you don't have one, I would recommend picking one up and then hoping to go to pick one up somewhere else at a later date, because this chest plate is decent. Well, it's more than decent. You don't need to lock up your boot slot for something that will carry boots. So if you, if you're unfortunate enough to have a pair of boots that don't have that perk to carry ammo for heavy weapons, believe me, there are a few of them floating around. This might be a good alternative for you, and you also get more ammo for special weapons. But probably the best thing about the Armamentarium is that you get an extra grenade. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. Guys who are watching this are probably going to get that meme. So yeah, you get an extra grenade. Imagine that in Crucible: 2 flashbangs, 2 lightning grenades. You get the idea. You get the idea. Now, normally you can. I had one originally that had more defense than that, and I think I got mine in the original before the Dark Below came out. So there's that. Now I got another one in the House of Wolves, which has 173 discipline. So that is entirely down to you whether or not you want to waste your strange coins on that. But you know, I'm not here to tell you what you should or should not buy. I'm only telling you why you should buy it and its potential use. So hunters this week get the young Ahamkara spy. Now I actually once used to use these in Crucible, mainly because your trip mine grenades last longer when you stick them down. So if you maybe want to ward somebody away, or you want to catch them off guard, like with a cleverly placed trip mine grenade, you can do it with this, because they will last a little bit longer. Bear in mind that they still can shoot them, so there's that idea. On the flip side to that, you do actually also get more super energy when you get a grenade kill, which fits in fine, because obviously you're going to be using a trip mine grenade. Fantastic. Its discipline for gauntlets, a little on the low average side, because I don't think I've seen many gauntlets that go past 120. I've got a pair of no backup plans that are 119, somewhere in the region like that. So they're a little on the low side, so they're not too shabby as far as gauntlets are concerned. Now warlocks can pick up, pardon me, my voice sounds really strange today, doesn't it? Anyway, warlocks can pick up Starfire protocol with not so great intellect, if you ask me. No, if it wasn't level 34 gear, it'd be great. That would actually be, fairly good. I'd go with that. What this one does, it's for those fusion grenade fanatics out there. You get an extra fusion grenade. Now, bear in mind, this does not work with the perk, the Sunsinger perk that gives you an extra grenade. So you will not get 3 grenades. You will only get 2. 2 is the maximum amount of grenades that you can carry. So be aware if you think that's going to work for you, because it just ain't. You also get more ammo for fusion rifles, and again, like the Armamentarium, you get more ammo for heavy weapons, which could potentially free up a slot for boots if you're again unlucky enough to have a pair of boots that don't have heavy ammo. Weapon of choice this week is Patience and Time. Fantastic little gun. I've never really seen its battle use in the Crucible, so I couldn't tell you what that's going to be like. But we may actually see a little bit of that later on today in the old Trials of Osiris, which I may add, by the way, if you guys haven't actually seen your weekly update from Bungie, is that's going to include all 6 maps. They're going to basically, instead of it being one set map, they're actually going to make it a little bit like the elimination playlist, where it's just going to cycle through the 6 maps that we've actually been on. But basically what Patience and Time does, if for the new guys out there, is whilst you're aiming down the sights, you go invisible. Now this, for those Blade Dancers out there, particularly the new Blade Dancers, this does stack with your Shadow Jack ability. So you will gain a little bit more invisibility than everybody else. But it is so strange watching a Warlock or a Titan go invisible because of this gun. So I would recommend you get one of these. Okay. Of course, the engram for this week is for exotic engrams. I've been away for 2 weeks from doing this, guys. I do apologise. The exotic engram this week is for chest plates. So maybe you might want to hold off getting either of these, the Warlock or the Titan chest gear, just in case you can find one that happens to have a little bit more stat-wise through the engrams. So that's entirely down to you. It's miscellaneous or it's curios this week. We have fusion rifles, we've got machine guns, and rocket launcher telemetries. So nothing really that's going to help you with Patience of Time, unlike a couple of weeks ago when he had Plan C and fusion rifle telemetries. You are probably going to see that during the weekend in Crucible at some point. And his spare upgrades are plasma for the blue one and stealth drive for the red one. And now I will be honest with you, the stealth drive doesn't actually make it quiet in the slightest. Pardon me, I've got the hiccups all of a sudden. Don't know where that's come from. I have just woken up, so pardon the yawn. But there we have it, guys. That's Zer's inventory for this week. Normally those pieces of gear would be fantastic, but yeah, I've seen better. So, guys, let's get a nice shot with me and Zer. Let's get him photobombing me.
Some of the cells in this body began on this world. How strange.
Okay. Thanks for that, Zer. Anyway, guys, I have been the Dalek Buster. This has been Zer's Words for the week, and I will see you again next week in my weekly reset video. Please keep in mind there is a few extra pieces of content for Destiny floating around in the back of my mind that I am going to edit and eventually upload. I do apologise if it is taking a little bit of time. I've been doing Alien Isolation, which I suggest you guys do go and watch, because there have been some hairy moments, and I'm not even that far through the game yet. So guys, thank you for watching. I have been a Dog Buster, and I will see you again next week. Bye bye.